Good morning, home. You got the gadget man. You got dose of Dr. Newman this morning. I've had a flight of ideas as to what would be the most appropriate podcast to throw at y'all this morning because it's been so much fun and we have so many ideas about what might be significant in your life as it was in mine. And that's about the only way I can base my decision to discuss this morning. My wife and I had four children. They're no longer children. My youngest is 40 as we speak. We have four college graduates, because of their hard work and our dedication. I mean, we dedicated our lives to our children, didn't take a single vacation until we'd been married 20 years, I believe it was, believe it or not. And we took vacations, but with the children. We spent time and energy with the kids. My wife and I, are so grateful, for everything given to us, and she being of a high moral standard, insisted on, proper management and attention and dedication, to the children. You bring them into the world, you take care of them in the world. We, along the way, had the great fortune, of being involved in a conference in a local area in Foley, Alabama, where three folks, talked before a congregation regarding, things that they felt were important. I didn't have anything of import to say. The dentist that was on the panel, I don't recall anything he had to say. So as a typical male, it didn't impress my cerebral cortex, because of its wonderful nature. But the sheriff that spoke, everything he said, we took to heart. He stated that in his tenure as sheriff, he noticed that most problems came when kids were given free access to their car, given total control, without the parents, still being in charge. So what we took from that is that we maintain control of our cars, and although the kids, had free use of it, they had to tell us where they were going, when they were coming back, et cetera, et cetera. We never checked on them. We trusted them. You have to trust your children. If as long as they deserve the trust. I mean, they violate the trust, then there's consequences for that. We wanted to be their friend, but we knew how to be their parent. And they were aware of that during the days, when there was peer pressure. We became the scapegoat, for their kids. Said, yeah, well, my dad, he's a jerk. If I get caught doing this or that, then I'm gonna lose this privilege and that privilege. I mean, he might not even feed me. He's such a hard butt, about things. So anyway, the children were able to use us as scapegoats. The most of our tenure, related to doing many things with the kids because the kids were to be entertained. That is the other concept that was extremely important. Is that children will be entertained. If they entertain themselves, they're going to, with their friends, they're going to make bad choices because they are immature and they don't understand the consequences of some of their bad behavior or out of the box behavior or things that they on the surface don't appreciate, for the complexity of, consequences, in their lives. So as long as the kids did their job, everything was fine. They were students. And then we just played. It was a great time. We were known as the Brady Bunch, in our neighborhood, and it was so spectacular. And I have four wonderful adults, none of whom have ever been in any trouble, 6 wonderful grandchildren that are being brought up as our children were brought up, and the family unit is phenomenal, and thank God for it. And it all started with my mom and dad that you can see in the background. And that brings up a third concept, that there's a picture, in between my mom and dad. And if mom had gotten an abortion at some point in time, there wouldn't be there would be a blank frame, where a child could have been. So we were involved in anti-abortion, talks way back before it was popular. And the concept was talk to your children the minute they end up they hit the perineum, and keep it going from then on, because otherwise they will not respond to you. Talk to your kids, communicate with the kids, and that's it. God bless you, and I gotta go. So Have a good one. Goodbye, Homa. See you next time.